Lang sa ilalim. Junti is free once again. He will take another one and miss.
0-4-4, and there's going to be a... Oh, someone's thrown out of the game. And Peña wants to join him. I think it was Kirby Raimundo. And thanks to the GAB officials coming into the court to thwart this fight.
Well, we were mentioning a lot of color going on. Ato Agustin has to be restrained. So has Dwight Lago. And Nick Velasco had to really take Dorian Peña down. We have to see this on the replay.
And Nate Johnson really has to lie down on Dorian Peña just to thwart him away. Well, someone was thrown out because one of the referees, I think it was Oji Bernarte, mentioned that someone is out. Not even a technical, not a flagrant foul, but thrown out. And it looks like it's going to be Kirby Raimundo. As the shot was taken, he probably threw a punch or an elbow or something, if we'll catch that on the replay. And that's why Peña is fuming.
Well, hopefully we caught that on the replay. Everybody here, they paid for their seats, TJ, but it doesn't seem like they want to use them. Remember, Peña was once a football player back in the States. So this is one guy you wouldn't want to mess with.
At sa tingin pa lang, you don't have to tell me he's a football player for me to be afraid of him. He's 6'7", give or take 215, 220 pounds.
Well, let's give the referees now some time to sort things out para malaman po natin kung sino talaga yung mananatili sa ating laro at kung sino yung kailangan na magpahinga.
We'll see. Even the alternate referee has come onto the court. That's rare. I don't know if that's normally done. The alternate referee is in the middle of the court discussing it. Let's see it here. Oh, that's a punch at the head. Although he partially missed, it hit enough contact. That's an automatic out of the court. Any blow above the shoulders, whether it hits or not.
At yan, kaagad pumasok ito si Tony Lang to protect Kirby Raimundo.
Now, I don't know why Lago and Agustin got into the action. Well, Agustino just somehow fell into the place of Lago, and Lago decided, I don't want you hugging me. And Agustin really didn't like that because he wasn't doing anything.
Well, they were holding each other down.
Kaya nga.
Ayan, nakita natin, tinan mo. Kanina, bumagsak na to si Nick Velasco. He took down Dorian Peña.
Well, you know what? Give credit for Nate Johnson for being a great wrestler by holding down Nate Johnson.
So from what we heard, there's a technical foul
on Peña,
on
Lago,
Agustin and Dwight Lago.
And Kirby is out.
Kirby should be out of the playing court kasi nakita naman ng referee yun eh.
Yeah, that
in
was
fact, the referee was coming in.
That was his first signal. Out ka agad.
Well, some more clarification is what Coach Jong Chico wants from referee Balicer. Well, the Red Bull Thunder is just really huddling up.
Well, partner, this is an excellent scene right here. Coach Yeng Yao not letting go of any opportunity. He knows his boys are young. They don't have this much experience, so he's huddling them right away, telling them not to lose their composure, not to lose their poise, as compared to the Beermen. They're all over the court talking to every single referee possible. And that's in great contrast of how Coach Yeng Yao still wants to keep control of his boys because he knows that the championship experience of San Miguel can kick in any time and demolish them.
Well, si Mick Penisian papasok para kay Kirby Raimundo. A while ago, they announced Olsen Rosella coming into the ball game to replace itong si Dwight Lago. At the same time, si Daniel Defonso babalik na rin po sa aksyon at lalabas na si Dorian Peña.
Well, one lost warrior there for Batang Red Bull. That's Kirby Raimundo. Look at here again. The shot comes up from Junti. It's actually even on the rebound as the ball bounces off the ring. There's the punch. Boom.
Kitang-kita. Well, the punch missed. And
Actually,
it was really more of the elbow.
Dumaplis, I think the lower part of his fist probably hit him. That's why Peña fell.
Yan, nakita natin Nick Velasco taking down Dorian Peña. After that, he shrugs off Nick Velasco and he goes after him once again. Ito naman si Nate Johnson tumulong. At yun, dun in the middle of your screens, you saw Ato Agustin and Dwight Lago getting into a little bit of pushing and shoving.
That naman was really strange because that never built up from anything. Yung Peña and the other big men of Red Bull Understandable kasi kanina pa nagbabanggaan yan sa poste on both ends of the court. Now, the weirdest thing is that Valenzuela just walked into Agustin, sort of pushed Agustin into the way of Lago. And when they saw each other, they decided to hug, and Lago just said, I don't want you hugging me. So he pushed him away, and that got them a technical apiece. And as you see there, Ato Agustin being consoled or calmed down by former teammate Art de la Cruz, who's now the assistant coach for the Beermen. Well, catch your breath.
Well, I think they're still trying to resolve things here.
Well, let's assess what Red Bull has lost in Kirby Raimundo. Kirby Raimundo in the past 2 games, in game number 1, he had 4 points in 18 minutes and 3 boards. In game number 2, Kirby had 9 points, 5 boards in 32 minutes. So they're missing a lot, partner. Someone who will give you at least 4 or 5 boards and 8 points a game.
But they're asking, I guess, the aggrieved parties to come on into the court and take the free throws. Kasi a while ago, nag-miss ito si Nate Johnson. They called back Ato Agustin and they called back Dorian Peña in the court. And now Dorian is about to take a shot, well, if I'm not mistaken.
I guess they're not yet allowing the substitutions until the free throws have been awarded. Tama nga naman, because when there's a foul, you can't sub the shooter. But although Kirby is really gone because he's got to go.
Ito na si Dorian Peña. Katulad ng sinabi natin, siya yung titira rito para sa koponan ng San Miguel Beer.
So partner, I think that's gonna hurt Red Bull a lot. Kirby gives them at least 20 to 25 minutes a game. A solid 5 boards. Aside from that, he's one of the big men that adds up to this dominating hugeness of Red Bull. Just his mere presence inside, not necessarily the 5 or 8 points that he can give.